more damaging than anything we've told you so far. And as we have been explaining, this is Watergate times 1,000. You're about to find out why, and here are the key findings from the memo that we're going to cover in detail. Here's what you need to know. The FBI, deep state officials, they used a Hillary Clinton campaign, bought and paid for dossier that was filled with Russian lies, Russian propaganda, totally unverified, to lie to a foreign intelligence surveillance court to obtain a warrant so they could spy on Trump campaign advisor Carter Page. Now, during that FISA warrant process, the FBI, or at least the upper echelon, not the rank and file, repeatedly never told the FISA judges that the phony, salacious dossier was financed by Hillary Clinton and the DNC. In other words, they purposefully omitted crucial information from the FISA court judge so they can continue this process. James Comey, Andrew McCabe, Sally Yates, Dana Bente, Rod Rosenstein, they are all complicit in this because they, at different points, they all approved surveillance on Page.
When one surveys the cultural and political landscape in America, it becomes abundantly clear that truth has become a rare commodity. Indeed, as the Bible says, truth is nowhere to be found. But what is truth? For some, truth is whatever you want it to be, whatever fits our current trends and contemporary popularity. Well, for some, that is truth. The problem with that thinking, though, is that there's no clearly defined reference point. In fact, there's no reference point at all. It's more or less arbitrarily driven by the whims and fancies of mere mortal men, subject to being manipulated by those who would seek to advance their own nefarious agenda.
Do you think that you can still pull it out? Do you have any hope left?
Do you want my TV-friendly answer?
No, I just want to know how you feel.
It feels like an asteroid has just smacked into our democracy. It is so scary and sad and heartbreaking, and I just wish I could be funny. Get your abortions now, because we're going to be
But for those of us who claim to be followers of Jesus Christ, we have a different standard. One that is clearly defined, but also one that puts us in contention with the surrounding culture.
Oh my God. I f***ing love Satan, so f*** you.
It is no longer acceptable for those who claim to be followers of Jesus Christ to stand idly by as truth is systematically perverted or dismantled. The battle lines are clearly drawn. And we must choose one side or the other. It is no longer an acceptable alternative for the people of God to say nothing when evil people brazenly advance their Luciferian agenda. It is time for the church to act now. It is time for the church to fight for truth.